What's up, guys? It is Brandon and my dad from the Two Piece Mandem, and welcome back to another Premier League prediction, week number 9. Yeah, interesting games happened, especially yesterday.
Oh yeah.
A few shockers, and a few games that we knew a few teams were going to win it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oh yeah, don't forget to click the like button and don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. We want to get to 2K by the end of the year. So yeah, that's our goal. And we're going to get into the first game. And I kind of know what you're going to say for this one. It's at the Emirates. It's Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Now, we're going to talk about Aston Villa's game against Wolves. 2-0 up. And then obviously Wolves come back.
Well, let's put it this way. Villa basically had it in the bag. There were 2 goals up. They were cruising. All they had to do was to hold their defence together, yeah, and continue playing and adding goals, yeah. Somehow they switched off, and then Wolves came. 1 minute it was 2-1, then it was 2-2.
Then last minute.
And last minute, when your concentration should be at the highest peak in that match, especially with Villa, they get done.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost it, man.
Right at the end. At Villa Park.
What a performance from Wolves, mate.
Didn't expect them to come back, but they won that.
But Villa shouldn't be losing games like that, especially when they're 2 goals up, mate. It's a joke.
Yeah, they should have won that. Now we talk about Arsenal. So we watched Arsenal last night. We watched their performance against Crystal Palace. Should have been an easy win for Arsenal, but like we always do, and people wonder why we criticise Arsenal so much. How come Arsenal don't win this? How come Arsenal don't win that? How come we're so hard on the manager? How come we go so hard on the players? This is the reason. Games like Crystal Palace, Arsenal should be winning.
Yeah.
And yes, my dad did predict Arsenal to lose. I think I predicted Arsenal to win. But clearly, they let me down. And you know what? It's not a surprise. 1 goal to Arsenal. It was 1-0 at the start. It wasn't a lucky goal because Aubameyang had to anticipate where the ball was going to land. So that was a good goal.
Well, the first goal was a class goal. That was a great goal.
He tapped it in. But then, after that, Crystal Palace just...
It was a Crystal Palace show.
They just dominated the first half.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, they're going to come close to a goal. And who scores it? Well, the guy that scores his first goal this season. Christian Benteke.
Which I always put down because I think he's crap myself. But at the end of the day, that goal was a cracker.
Yeah, it was. And to be honest with you, how did Benteke score, man?
Listen,
that's his first goal this season.
Listen, if he was scoring goals like that, he'll be at a better club, mate. You know, that was a beautiful goal, especially from him.
Yeah, but the fact that it all came from Arsenal losing the ball in the midfield, and they literally laid it up for him and scored. And then the second goal, Ben White not closing down Eduardo, and really, it was a good shot from Eduardo, but Ben Ramsdale probably should have saved it. In all honesty, it was down the middle, and he didn't save it.
I think you've basically just given away a good quality goalkeeper for a crappy one. To tell you the truth, I mean the Villa goalkeeper was doing the business for Arsenal, and what did he do? They go and sold him to Villa. Bad choice.
Who they're gonna verse this Friday.
Oh, exactly.
And Arsenal scoring Arsenal had to score at the 94th minute, not to get a win. To get a point, to get a draw.
Yeah, but like that to them was like a freaking win, wasn't it?
No,
really?
no, but come on, man. You drew to Palace.
I felt sorry for Vieira because a few more seconds earlier, if he had gone, the whistle had gone. He would have won that.
Yeah, but the thing is, Arsenal shouldn't be having to score at the last minute to get a point. It's Arsenal Football Club.
Well, you got to give him a bit of spirit. At least a bit of the Arsenal spirit was back there, mate. Because Really, they could have just given up.
Yeah, but for a point.
Yeah, but
They
still,
they should be winning it though.
they should. Yeah, we know they should be winning it. But look at the way they are, mate. They are buggered at the moment.
But the team's not that bad. That team can get top 6. I just think the manager's not good enough.
Well,
When you look at that team, you know, let's be real. You know that team can get top 6.
Well, let's put it this way. Yeah. If you had a bigger name managing that team, they'd probably get further.
That's what I'm saying.
And he wouldn't muck about. You know what I mean?
If he had like someone like a Conte or an Allegri,
yeah,
they get into that top 6.
Different ball game, mate.
But with Arteta, it's just not happening. And honestly, they're gonna verse Aston Villa. Do your score predictions for that? Because
my score prediction for that.
Yeah, on Friday.
Villa versus Arsenal. I reckon Villa will win it. I'm sorry, I've got to. I mean, I've given Arsenal so many chances and they don't deliver.
Score prediction?
I reckon 2-1.
2-1 Villa.
Yeah.
I think Villa will win 2-0.
Well, there you go.
I would want to go for Arsenal, but after that performance last night against Crystal Palace...
But don't forget with Villa, their defence is not 100%. It's a bit dodgy.
Have you seen Arsenal's, mate?
Well, this is it. Which one's the worst? That's the question.
Look who's the highest in the table, right? Villa... they're actually just 1 point behind Arsenal. So if Villa actually beat Arsenal, they'll be above them.
Well, there you go.
They'll launch right into 9th.
But the only thing about Villa is when they do link up at the front in the midfield, they do play good football. The only place that's a bit dodgy is the defence. That's it. But the way they play football is nice.
Arsenal needs to be on the front foot. They need to press Villa. If you give Villa that time and space,
they'll rip you apart.
They'll beat you. So
they will.
You're saying 2-1 to Villa. I'm saying 2-0 Villa. I don't see Arsenal winning this. I'd want to say Arsenal to win, but I just don't see it. No. Next game, Chelsea versus Norwich at Stamford Bridge.
Oh God, Norwich has got a bit of spark now, but they're not really doing too much. Still, it shouts out the Chelsea win all the way, doesn't it? Really, let's say about 3-1 to Chelsea.
I'm gonna say 4-0.
Jeez.
We played a tough game against Brentford, something that certain teams couldn't get a win against, and we won. A very good defensive masterclass.
Oh my God!
And world-class goalkeeper that
he's going to brag. Here we go.
Because certain teams drew and just couldn't get the win.
Listen,
and that's why we're top of the league.
You got lucky, mate. You got lucky because your defence is solid. That's all.
Yeah, it's called skill, but you weren't good enough.
You got lucky, mate.
So he's saying 3-1. I'm saying 4-0. Next game, Crystal Palace versus Newcastle.
It's got to be Crystal Palace, isn't it?
Yeah, Newcastle are absolutely terrible.
They ain't got no defence. They've got one man that plays up front for them, which is the team. Yeah, he's definitely got to be Crystal Palace.
Basically, 2 decent players are Callum Wilson and Saint Maximin. Crystal Palace, they've got Benteke. Yeah, that's it. And
it's a pretty exciting prospect, isn't it?
Yeah, Benteke alone will probably...
Benteke, the winner of the match.
Benteke alone will probably freaking beat Newcastle.
No wonder they go to the pub before the match, mate. Bloody hell.
Newcastle win their game. No, they lost their game. They score first, but then capitulation FC, and they let Tottenham score and let Harry Kane get his first goal of the season. Newcastle needs to spend big in January because they're in the relegation zone.
Well, they're in the money, ain't they? They've got the cash.
Yeah, so they got to spend that.
But will they be in the league? That's the question. Will they survive the Premiership to stay in? To spend that cash? That's another question.
They have to spend in January, blood. They're going down. They're freaking going down if they don't spend. They're going to spend some big money. And based on that'll probably save their season. Well, hopefully. If you don't, then...
Well, if you're out of the Premiership, but you got all that money, it's not going to be worth rubbish, is it? It's nothing to you.
I mean, they'll probably easily win the Championship. But, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
So, score prediction for that?
For Newcastle...
Crystal Palace.
I told you, Crystal Palace will win that, man. 1-0?
You're saying 1-0?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2-1 Palace. Yeah. They'll probably score in the 94th minute or something like that. Leeds. Next game. Leeds versus Wolves.
Wolves all the way, man.
You don't rate Leeds.
No, man. I told you. The Leeds manager, he sticks to one formation. It could be a foul on the pitch. He'll still stick to the same formation. He will not change his mind. If it's not working, he doesn't change it like other managers and say, let's change the formation. No, he sticks to the same. So, I reckon they get battered.
But you do know in their last performance they lost 1-0.
Oh, am I really surprised by that? No.
They lost. Yeah, Wolves. Leeds will probably actually win it. Wolves will play great, but then Leeds will just nick a goal at the end.
Man. Wolves has got that in the bag, mate. That's 2-0, mate.
Wolves always play good football, but they can't finish for crap.
2-0, mate.
But Wolves, they play good football, but they can't finish for crap.
Yeah, but they might get a few in, mate.
To be fair, they've won 3 games in a row. They're doing well so far.
I go with Wolves, mate, on that one. 2-0.
If they can keep the run going, then yeah. But I'm gonna say Leeds for that. I'm gonna say 1-0 Leeds. I think they'll end the run. All right, next game: Everton versus Watford.
Another great match. I'll say 2-2.
2-2 after Watford's performance against
Yeah, 2-2.
After their performance against Liverpool, Watford.
Yes, I know it was crap, but they've got to come back. They've got to come back with something.
How'd you come back from 5-0 down?
I don't know, but they've got to come back because
I know it's Liverpool.
Or they won't have no Wolves supporters, mate. I tell you that.
Watford,
I know that, mate.
Watford.
Watford supporters, mate.
I know Watford are playing one of the best teams in the freaking league, but freaking heck, you literally just gave it to Liverpool on the plate. You literally gave it to them.
You know what it is, right? They had no fight at all, right? Normally a team, even if you're getting battered, you have a bit of fight. Their fight had gone out the window, mate. Their fub was sitting down at the pub, mate, freaking having a sandwich, mate. He'd gone. So, I don't know what, they can't be bad. They can't be bad as they were against us, mate. They've got to come back with a bit of fight this time.
And Everton's performance against West Ham in midweek, it just trying to hit West Ham on the counter. It just didn't work. They really do like Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. West Ham basically dominated Everton the whole game.
Exactly.
And they really do need Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison back. The Corey tried to get involved, didn't do much. Rondon was just pretty much useless in all honesty. And the only person that was really wants to create anything was Damari Gray.
It's true.
So yeah. I still think Everton will win it because Watford are just that bad.
Yeah.
What's your score prediction? Would you say 2-2?
I say 2-2.
I'm going to say...
Because the teams are just as bad as each other, really.
I'm going to say 3-0 Everton. Next game, Southampton versus Burnley.
I'll go with Southampton, mate.
What about Burnley? You don't rate Burnley?
Burnley's good, but I just have a feeling Southampton might win it.
Do you know where Burnley are on the table?
I don't know.
They're 18th.
I still think Southampton might go for it.
They have Burnley have 3 draws, 5 losses, no wins.
Well, Burnley's always a tough team to play against anyway, aren't they? So,
Yeah, man. Last game they lost 2-0.
Well, either way,
Yeah,
I'm going for Southampton anyway, so it doesn't matter. Prediction 2-1.
2-1. Do you know what? Nah, Southampton will win that. I'm going to say 2-0. I'm going to say 2-0. I don't see Burnley getting shit from that. Moving on to the next game. Brighton versus Man City.
Brighton. You know what? I think this is going to be a close match. I reckon it's going to be 3-3.
You reckon 3-3?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
3-3?
Yeah.
I think Man City will freaking outplay them at the park, in all honesty. I mean, they did that to Burnley with ease. Brighton, in their last game, did they win? No, they drew against Norwich, a game they should have won. So they had 2 back-to-back 0-0s. A game that Brighton should have won. So dropping 2 points. I see Man City winning this 4-0. I see 4-0, man.
Alright, fair enough.
Next game, West Ham versus Tottenham.
Ooh. I think 4-3
To who?
to West Ham.
West Ham in the last game, like I watched, very dominant. Antonio, pretty much back to his best. Obviously, the header from Agbana got them the win. Declan Rice and Soychek was controlling the midfield really, really well against Everton, in all honesty. Everton couldn't really do anything at all. I mean, all they could do was counter, but Everton pretty much had it under control, had most of the possession. Bowen making runs in behind, Benrahma trying to cut in and cut it into the top bins. And it was just good hold-up play from Antonio overall. He's just a complete number 9, in my opinion. I think he's one of West Ham's best strikers. They play better with him. Yeah. So
it's dangerous, man.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Tottenham outplayed Newcastle. Shaky at the start though, when they went 1-0 down straight away. But then after
it always takes West Ham a bit of a time to warm up, doesn't it? Though, really.
But then Tottenham just come back because they have to remember they were against Newcastle, and with that, Tottenham just crapped on them. So yeah, Harry Kane gained his first goal of the season for the club, even though it took too long. But
very poor, still.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2-2. Yep. All right, next game. Brentford versus Leicester City. What are we saying?
Brentford to win that, man.
You don't see Leicester City getting anything from that, are you sure?
Well, you got Vaughan. You know what? I'm going Leicester.
Well, Leicester did beat United.
Leicester 2-1.
Leicester to win that 2-1.
Yeah.
I think Brentford win that. They put up a really good fight against Chelsea.
The thing about it's a very hard one, you see, because the strike forward force of Brentford is freaking dangerous. Right, those two guys up front link up and they can tear you apart.
And they really do actually play the long ball and they win. And they win headers, man. They win.
And they play good football, dude.
Yeah, man. It's press, man.
Liverpool played against them and we had trouble. Seriously,
we beat them.
Really, they should have beaten us. Really.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. They played that well that they should have beaten us. You know what? I'll take it back. I'm going to go 2-2.
You're saying 2-2?
Going 2-2.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Brentford.
Oh, that's a big shock. Oh, there you go.
And now the biggest match on Sunday at 4 o'clock at Old Trafford, and this will determine Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job at Manchester United.
You think so?
It is Manchester United versus Liverpool.
You think he's really going to lose his job on Sunday?
If he loses this game, he will lose his job. 100%.
You sure?
In my opinion, yes.
In your opinion?
If you lose this game, then it's pretty much curtains, let's just be honest.
Yeah, but even if it was curtains, right, who would they take to replace him? You can't go with people like Ryan Giggs now because they're kind of bugging themselves up. Right? Well, the only person I could see that could do that job, right?
Well, we don't know if Man United will even win the game yet. They might win it.
The only person I could see that could do that job is someone like Beckham, someone like Keane, even Gary Neville. People like that.
If he wants to do it, yeah.
I mean, he's managing in another country, which I think is madness. He should be managing here. But,
What do you think? So, we talk about Liverpool's performance against Watford. Basically crapped on them, Salah danced on them. Skilled up 3 players and curled it.
Listen, it was like a training match, wasn't it? Really.
That's basically what it was.
We took the piss.
Yeah, Firmino scored a hat-trick, but Salah got man of the match.
I mean, they had no fight, dude. You can't do much against a team that has no fight. All you do is play your own game. That's all you can do.
And then United playing absolutely terrible against Leicester City.
Well, that was comical, really. For a team of that amount of money
and players
to get beaten like that by Leicester,
it's just not good enough. It's not.
Oh my God! And Leicester put on a show, mate. That was a performance from Leicester. They made Man United look like a pile of crap, mate.
And Man United, if they want to compete and they want to win silverware, those are the type of games they have to win. And
they can't do it, man.
Even with Ronaldo, you lose that, and you look.
But how are you losing a match with even Ronaldo? Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's a cuss.
And you got someone like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer managing you.
Terrible, man.
So, what do you think the score prediction will be at Old Trafford between United and Liverpool?
Well, obviously, as a Liverpool fan, I'm hoping we'll do the Man United's, mate.
But what do you realistically think?
I reckon it's going to be something like maybe
at Old Trafford in front of all of Man United fans.
It's going to. Well, it's going to be hostile for starters. I reckon 3-2
to Liverpool.
Yes.
You're saying 3-2.
Yeah. But you know what? There's always a joker in the pack, isn't there? And that joker is freaking Ronaldo, mate. he could come up with goals and bugger us up,
And then
mate.
in the 90th minute.
Exactly. You know what I mean? He come in the night. That's his normal style, isn't it? And he's jumping around like he's a freaking, like he's
We don't do
that freaking stupid thing.
he just,
Anyway, you just want to smack him in the mouth. You know what I mean?
for me, I think it's going to be a tight game. And I think United will say they're going to sort this job. I think it's going to be Man United 2, Liverpool 1.
Well, for starters, I don't think it'll cost him his job.
I think if he loses this game, it'll cost him his job.
You know why I don't think it'll cost him his job? Because there's no one else there to replace him. Who's going to want the job?
Zidane, Allegri, Conte, you never know.
You reckon Zidane will want it?
That's what I believe.
No, mate. I think they're lining themselves up for the job with Newcastle, mate.
Could be. And that is the end of the Premier League prediction, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoy it,
Let us people.
make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Any
Keep
last
watching.
words?
Keep watching.
I mean, it's the end of the video.
Well, keep watching football.
I'll
Let us people.
see you guys in a bit. And hold it.